So there's this game coming out called Code Violet, and before I even get to see a trailer, I'm informed that there's not going to be a PC edition for it. The reason as why it's not going to happen is that they don't want vulgar mods. Right? Like they respect women, they respect their voice actresses, they respect their artists, and they do not want the sanctity of their art to be tainted by sexual mods. And so the game is not going to be released on the PC, which is definitely going to throw a wrench in all the R34 artists. I mean, this is something that I've known works on the internet when you announce what you don't want people to do. If you do this on the internet, it's guaranteed that people won't do it. However, my thought about this is that it's a commercial stunt. And the reason that I'm saying it's probably a commercial stunt is because if you look here, people have said that footage captured on PC. So maybe that the reason they're saying this is to generate buzz and have people talking about it. You know, Grooms was talking about it, and this will get the game to trend. Like, I wouldn't have heard about this game if it wasn't for the controversy. And it's possible that they already have, like, some sort of contract or agreement with Sony, which would guarantee Sony 1 year exclusivity. And after 1 year, they go, you know what, fine, we changed our mind. So this is one possibility. This is one speculation. It's how I would have done it if I came with the concept. Like, it's a great marketing campaign. But there's also the possibility that this is legit. And you know, like, if this is legit, if these developers genuinely do not want to release the game on PC because they don't want pornographic mods to be done with their content. You know what? I respect that. No, seriously, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I respect that. Why do I respect it? Well, first of all, it's a new IP. At least they have the common decency to make their own shit. So this is not like a sequel to a game. This is not like a sequel to a Mass Effect or a Baldur's Gate or something like that. No, like, they're making their own IP. And they're having, like, their own values. They don't want the male gaze, right? It's kind of hard to decide if they're leftists or right-wingers now, because it seems both sides agree that the male gaze is bad. So, whatever. Fine. The other thing is that I respect the concept of not caring about cash. I personally also make a video game. The reason I made it is to spite mortal busybodies. Like, someone told me when I complained that there's no sexy women in video games anymore. It's like, oh, don't like it, go watch porn or make your own. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it, why not? And I actually poured soul and effort into making it. I'm doing my best to make it as entertaining as possible. So it's not like I'm taking the piss, but it all started from, like, the spite. Like, it was like a moral thing. It's like, go make your own. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it, why not? And so I don't really care if I'm making a lot of money with it. It's more like a ideological thing. It's more like a fuck you, like a middle finger to moral busybodiness. And so, like, if this game developer has a similar mindset, like, they don't want the male gaze, for whatever reason, it's their game. I'm not going to judge them, you know, like, if they don't want the extra money, that's fine. Although, again, I have a strong feeling, and this is actually a video that will stay up, and people will be able to fact check me in the future. I have a strong feeling that if the game sells well, because this is another possibility, like, maybe it doesn't sell, but I think, like, if it sells well, we will actually see the game coming up on PC. Take into account that a lot of these indie games, right, that aren't part of a AAA company and have limited funding, they take a lot of money from ESG loans, which aren't really that profitable anymore. But they also get money from publishers, so they can get money from Sony. And usually that money comes with an exclusivity agreement. Now, the exclusivity agreements used to be permanent back in the day. So, like Mortal Kombat Deception, you can't play it anywhere else besides consoles. But now the exclusivity agreements are limited. They're usually like 1 year, maybe 2 years, and after that, they become available for the PC. Same thing happens with Stellar Blade. Same thing happens with other exclusives, to the point where there are no PlayStation exclusives nowadays. And so, like, this is a strong possibility, and I genuinely would be willing to bet money on the case. But again, it depends if the game sells or not. Because if the game doesn't end up selling at all, or it underperforms, then chances are it won't come on the PC. Yeah, because like I generally don't buy this whole thing. It's like, oh, we're going to risk losing quite a significant amount of sales, actually, because we don't want mods. Well, why don't you make it very difficult for your game to be mod then? I mean, sure, like at the end of the day, anyone is going to mod it eventually. But like, if you make it really difficult to mod, then there's going to be less likely that people will do it. And by the way, you can actually contact Nexus Mods as a game developer. And this happened in the past, and I'm pretty sure, like, if you pay them and you say, look, like, we don't want any lewd mods for our game, like, they would probably do it. And again, you're not going to just not have it. Like, when you make this challenge to the internet, right? Like, you go out of your way to make this announcement. Because if you just said, like, we have no intention in making a PC copy, no one would know, right? Like, oh, we just don't have any intention of shifting the game for PC. No one would care. But when you actually make it political now, and you're saying, oh, yeah, well, the reason why we don't want to make it for PC is because we don't want people to lewd our characters. Like, fuck off, that's like begging for it. Like, I'm not into virtual character rape culture, but you are asking for it. Like all the artists now are already starting, and I even saw art in the thumbnails and people posting various lewds already. Like, already drawing your characters in anime style and shit. I mean, what did you expect? It's the internet. You expected like some Oxford debate type of behavior from people? No, I generally think this is a marketing, right? I would be shocked if it's not the case. The game itself doesn't look bad. It's got dinosaurs and stuff. It's the type of game that I would like. It's got a horror vibe to it. Looks kind of like Dino Crisis. And so I wish I would play it, but I don't have a console. So I guess I'll wait 2 years until they release it on PC. Still interesting marketing tactic. I gotta say, like, this is very interesting, because up until now it would be like, we don't want mods into the game that aren't inclusive or that are racist or that. But now it's all about sexuality. Now it's really about we don't want to sell sex appeal. We're Christian people. Although, like, again, this connects also with the woke ideology, because, like, it's a war on the male gaze, right? So, like, it doesn't really matter if it's Christian or left-wing. It's literally the same puritanical concept. Like, notice in AAA gaming, you don't have lewd shit in the last four. Like, and if you do have lewd shit, it's something that's not heteronormative. Like, you have bear sex or sex with demons, like in Baldur's Gate, right? But you don't actually have, like, imagine the scene from The Last of Us 2 where Abby has sex, and imagine, like, Stellar Blade instead of Abby. Like, they would never. Good God, do you think the leftists would allow that? No. Anyway, let me know what you guys think, and as usual, I'll see you in the comment section. Take care.